The Blacklist is easily one of the biggest TV shows of all time, and as it enters its 9th season, we're seeing one of its major characters leave the show. So what's happening with this character, and how are the fans reacting? Well, stay tuned, because today we're going to discuss The Blacklist Season 9, Jon Bokenkamp's exit prompt, changes fans hate, and other The Blacklist news. First up is, why did Jon Bokenkamp leave The Blacklist? Over the past few months, we've seen a few departures from The Blacklist, and it looks like the fans aren't happy with him. So why is the creator of the show leaving prior to the Season 9 releasing? We just saw the departure of main star Megan Boone, who played Liz Keene on the show since its beginning. June 2021 saw her announce her exit from the show prior to Season 9, and this is what most recently followed up by Jon Bokenkamp announcing he won't be returning either. Jon Bokenkamp took to his Twitter page to explain to fans why he was leaving the show after so long. "I love this show with all my heart, and it has been an incredible journey. But after 8 years, I feel it's time for me to step out of my comfort zone, try something new, and explore a few of the other characters and stories that have been crawling around in my head," he wrote.
What could possibly be left for me to do?
To take my life.
I can't do it.
Raymond, we must. You'll find out.
He went on to talk about his mixed emotions while leaving the show. Things aren't looking great for the show, and it's going to be a completely different atmosphere now that the creator is no longer attached to the series. Changes are coming, and it doesn't look like the fans are happy at all. What do you think about this? Let us know in the comments below. When a creator of a show leaves, it shows that they aren't happy with what's going on, or that they're just done with the project. The Blacklist is still pulling in some amazing viewership records, and is probably going to be on the air for longer than imagined. Even though the creator has now left, things probably won't change instantly. We'll see another season or two before it probably begins to fall off a little bit. Next up, we have fans aren't happy about these changes in The Blacklist Season 9. The 9th season of The Blacklist has already seen some important changes, and it's made fans pretty upset with the show overall. No matter how I feel about the writing, characters, or the dragging out of the central mystery for a way too long, I believe Jon brought a feel to TBL that left with him. A fan wrote on Reddit. They continued with, "There was a darkness to both the Blacklisters and the humor that I believe came from him and is noticeably absent. And although the perfection of the music, one of my favorite things about the show, has been lacking in recent seasons, it is completely gone now. We also need to point out that Bokenkamp isn't the only one involved in writing the series. Changes to the series so far could also stem from other writers and other factors."
Why are we listening to this? You aren't taking the meeting with Conroy seriously.
It's okay. I'm prepared for it.
His exit has clearly played a part in the show's downfall thus far, and will probably see the show decline in the show over the next few years. Other than Jon, the departure of Megan Boone as Liz also annoys fans. Even though they might not have liked the character anymore, she was such an important part of the show from the beginning, going to leave a hole in the story. Maybe it's not the lack of JB so much as the lack of Liz and the overall mythology. A fan proposed on the same Reddit thread, "I know people claim to be over that, but if they've really dumped 8 seasons of mythology and started over with something new, that isn't going to be an easy transition. That could be the difference you're seeing too." And now, will Jon Bokenkamp ever return to The Blacklist? Now that he has left the show, fans are wondering if he'll ever return to the project. Whilst it is probably way too soon to talk about him coming back, it's also an unlikely thing at this point for Jon Bokenkamp. He's expressed the desire to work on new and other projects because of his long time with The Blacklist. These projects are sure to keep him busy for years to come, so a return to the series is unlikely. Maybe if the show stays around for another decade, we might see him come back at some point. But that's also very unlikely now that with fans hating on the show even more with his departure. It's also not clear at all how long the series is left on the air. We know the show has always been popular, but the longer a show goes on, the less viewers it seems to get. With The Blacklist being in its 9th season, we probably only have a few left. Also, the 10th season of the show has not been confirmed by any official source as of writing this video. There's a good chance that as long as James Spader is attached to the project, it will go on, but as soon as he wants to leave, it's pretty much over for this beloved series.
Pass by. What you see as a problem, I see as an opportunity.
I doubt the buyer thinks his microchips getting incinerated is much of an opportunity.
Plan A is to get the product. Plan B is to get to the secret to how the product is made.
And now, on to some more of the Blacklist news. Now we have the Blacklist has changed a lot over the years. The Blacklist is definitely not the same series it was during its prime, and has changed considerably over the past 9 seasons of the show. Creator Jon Bokenkamp left the show after season 8. Longtime star Megan Boone also left the series after her character Liz Keene was killed off in the season 8 finale. With the departure of these 2 major players, it seems like the Blacklist might be running out of threads to pull from. The storyline of Red's identity has been going on for a while, and there isn't much point to it without Liz anyway. That's not to say that the show couldn't answer the question of Red's identity, but some fans are ready to just call it quits. Fans are just fed up with the series at some point because it's gone on for way too long. The series doesn't seem to be heading towards a conclusion right now, and fans believe it really needs to. For the show to keep some integrity going into its 10th season, we need to be seeing an end to the madness. The show should end before it gets too bad, and otherwise, fans are going to remember the bad stuff rather than the greatness of the earlier seasons. Next up, some fans hope the Blacklist Season 9 will be the last. Whilst nothing has been confirmed as of yet, fans really want this 9th season to be a fitting end to the series.
I'm not here to drink.
I know why you're here. I've sent for the doctor.
I'm leaving as soon as I speak with Freddie.
I'm sure you will.
Fans on Reddit spoke about this and stated, even if a new era of the Blacklist begins, it doesn't matter. Megan Boone is leaving after season 8 and her story is being written out. There's not much left of the stories in Red's world after season 8. They're really clear on what they want. Others went as far as to say that the Blacklist season 9 shouldn't have even happened. I think this season 8 should have been the end, a Reddit user said. Most people do watch the show because of Spader, but they'll most likely lose viewers by Megan Boone deciding to leave. However, it's not that all fans want the series to end with season 9, even whilst acknowledging what has happened in the series and its ongoing decline. They really want it to stick around for longer. I think the series can go on and be better than ever. I think the Liz story weighed the series down, a Reddit user said. Season 9 is certainly different, and there are fans who appreciate the change of pace. What do you think about all of this? Blacklist has had a long run and should really head towards an end whilst it still has some integrity. You don't want this series to go on for too long and start to fall off during its later seasons. A show should end while most of its cast are still around and whilst the writers can think of something to end it all with. The Blacklist is such a great series and a very important one to the world of TV. It's always been something special, and even if the series begins to decline, the show will still be seen as something special. And that's the end of today's video. What do you think about this current Blacklist news? Should the show end soon, or should they keep it going whilst they still can? Let us know down in the comments below what you think. Hopefully you enjoyed this latest video. If you did, would you please let us know down in the comments section below? It'd be very helpful. Make sure to like the video, comment down below, and of course subscribe to the channel with the notification bell rung. Thank you for watching today's video. Bye.